Women's right to vote came after a long civil rights movement. Hi, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, core faculty for the College of Health Science and Public Policy at Walden University. And in this video and audio recording, I'll be going over something called Women's Equality Day. I'm going to start off by a little bit of history and then go over a resolution that many local ordinances are trying to pass regarding women's suffrage and Women's Equality Day. So this was actually, the resolution was passed in 1971, actually 1973, and then on August 26th, this was designated Women's Equality Day. And the date was selected to commemorate the 1920 certification of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, granting women the right to vote. This was the culmination of a massive, peaceful civil rights movement by women that had its formal beginnings in 1848 at the world's first women's rights convention in Seneca Falls, New York. The observance of Women's Equality Day not only commemorates the passage of the 19th Amendment, but also calls attention to women's continuing efforts toward full equality. So there's the joint resolution of Congress. You can go over that. And then this was interesting, I thought, because this is a resolution to recognize this day. And I'm going to read this out. Women's Equality Day as a national day of celebration. Whereas women in the United States have continuously worked to gain full rights and privileges, public or private, legal or institutional, as citizens of the United States, and whereas women in every state and every cultural and religious group worked to secure women's right to vote, and whereas Congress has designated August 26th, the day the 19th Amendment was certified, as Women's Equality Day, and whereas recognizing Women's Equality Day as a day of celebration throughout the country emphasizes the importance of women's work for democracy. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the local ordinance will, the local government will commemorate Women's Equality Day, August 26th, as a national day celebrating the importance of the women's suffrage movement and to secure the work and expand equal rights today. So that's a resolution. And then I wanted to take a look at some of the local women suffragists that were around here where I reside, that is Lancaster County. So here are some of the artifacts from the Lancaster Women Suffrage Association. So here is the Women's Lancaster County Suffrage Republican Club, and they actually were recognized for their role in women's right to vote, or in the peaceful civil protest that led to suffrage. So recognizing the role of the Republican Party in supporting suffrage, nearly 1,000 women met at the Brunswick Hotel on August 3rd, 1922 to form the Women's Republican Club of Lancaster, the oldest such club in the state, and celebrating its 100th anniversary this fall. And this was actually a couple years back. So looking at Women's Suffrage Party of Lancaster County, here's actually here's a picture of Edith Roosevelt, that was the widow of President Theodore Roosevelt, and this was the endorsement that was provided by her. And then many people from Lancaster County played a role. This is a letter in support of the 19th Amendment, which was known as the Anthony Amendment. And this was the American social reformer. Susan B. Anthony was the American social reformer and women's rights activist who played a pivotal role in the women's suffrage movement. And here's the letter. And you might be mistaken and think that this is 5/30/2019. However, this is actually 5/30/1919. During owing to my household duties, I have delayed extending the thanks of the Women's Suffrage Party and you for your vote on the Anthony Amendment. I'm not able to read the whole letter, however, this is the original letter that they actually found. So here's some of the various artifacts that are still there in my local county, and then this is actually what is Women's Equality Day celebration. I hope this has provided you with some wonderful insights. Thank you for listening.